Hello, my name is Joe Strechay. I am going to speak a little bit about a story from my past, more like a story and versus like a lesson. So I was thinking back to the time before I was married. I've been married almost 8 years now to my beautiful wife, Jen. And I was thinking back to Tallahassee, Florida, when I was working for the state of Florida, and I was single. And I was, meeting people and set up time to go out on dates. And I always had a rule about 2 dates. I felt like everyone could have a bad first date, but the first date, setting it up, and once in a while, they would offer a ride, but typically I'd be like, "Oh, I'll meet you there." Yeah, and which meant for me either taking the public bus or taking an inconsistent cab system that probably take an hour. There was probably 45 minutes to an hour wait to get a cab, and sometimes a little inconsistent. But I would most often be taking the bus to get to wherever the location was. And typically I got a ride back to my apartment from the person after the date, out of the kindness of their heart. Bless their hearts. But I used to, once in a while, someone would say, "Are you going to pick me up?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, yeah. So if you could be out by the corner of this street and this street, probably at this time, but you might want to be out there 10 minutes early, okay? I will definitely pick you up in my bus." And so it'll be the number whatever bus, and maybe the 17 bus, and we'll be pulling up, and you want to be out there by the corner and show that you're eager to get on the bus, because or by the bus sign, and because otherwise they might drive just past you. But I'll be there. I'll be there to welcome you onto the bus, and your fare is on me, and I would love to give you a ride. And I would joke about it, but I would say it because most likely that was the option. I believe I did pick up someone in a cab on a date before, but I was thinking back to the bus, and there were some great stories on those buses for sure. I played a Paralympic sport, played goalball. I was on a team out of Tallahassee with some great people, Michael Elliott, Dante Mickens, Bobby Norris, and we'd take the 2 buses to get to our place where we'd practice, and we would be on the second bus always together. We'd meet up at the bus station, and glamorous life it is, playing a Paralympic sport. And then we were on our way back from practice one day, and we were on the bus, and this woman comes up to me and says, "Have you seen him?" And I said, I'm like, no, who? And she goes, "The Lord." And I said, "Well, is he on this bus right now?" She's like, "He's everywhere." I said, "Well, I can't see, so I probably missed him." But I thought that was comical because people ask us things like that a lot. Also, I think some of the disturbing things people do, I've had people come up and out of nowhere put their hands over my eyes like this and say that they're saying a prayer and they're going to heal me, because I need healing because I'm broken apparently. But, I didn't know that because I don't feel broken. My life's pretty awesome. And people often say that they're going to pray for me, and I respond back, let's try for something bigger, like homelessness, hunger. Let's aim for a bigger target. My life is awesome. Thank you. Have a great day. People are doing it out of the goodness of their heart, but I think there's some misconceptions or misunderstandings. My life is good, and I'm not broken, so I don't need fixing. But what else similar to that? You know, once in a while, like you're walking along and people think you need assistance, and they may not know how to communicate it. So they might grab you, and that's a no-no. Don't grab people, okay? You know, if you want to offer assistance, you say, "Excuse me, would you like assistance?" Like whatever it is, and they can say yes or no. And then if you want to grab them or touch them appropriately, you can tap their arm, and then they can grab you, because it puts the power in the individual. So another thing is feeling your face. You may have seen in entertainment and out in the world people talking about people who are blind brailing someone's face, feeling their face. Yeah, that's not something we go around doing. Like, if we've done it ever, it was in a very intimate situation, but most of us don't do that at all. Even in an intimate situation. So feeling your face, asking someone if they want to feel your face, not a good idea. Let's avoid that, okay? I was once in a night establishment with my twin brother and a bunch of friends in New York City. I think in the Village. It might have been Doc Holliday's or another place, but we were there, and I was going to the bar to buy a beverage, and someone came up to me and goes, "You can feel my face," and I'm like, "No, I don't want to feel your face, sir." And I'm like, "I'm getting a beer." So I go up, and then later on, he came up and grabbed my hand, and he's like, "No, man, it's okay. You can feel my face." And he came up the third time he came up, I think it was at a table, my brother in there, and my brother's like, "He doesn't want to feel your face." But anyway, some people are very persistent, and they really want you to feel your face. I don't want to touch someone's slimy face, okay? Faces have oil, and I have no urge to go feel around someone's face, okay? Yes. So in case you're thinking about that, don't think about that, okay? Other times, people want to guide you, similar to what we were talking about earlier. People decide that they don't know what to do, so they grab my cane and start trying to pull me. That's a no-no. I don't want anyone touching my cane. My cane is my cane. It's my tool. It's important to me. If it breaks when I'm out and about, I typically have an extra one on me, but most people don't. So please don't mess with people's canes. That's their cane. You wouldn't want me to go up and grab your bag and start pulling you, right? Or grabbing your leg and start pulling you, or so don't touch our canes. Yes, please. Also, when I'm walking down a hallway or a street, and I'm walking along with my cane, tap, 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 tap. That's the sound of my cane tapping on the ground, in case you didn't know. I'm quite the, I can make some great sounds there. I can make all kinds of cool sounds like that. Tap, tap. But I'm going down the hallway or a sidewalk, and it's not helpful when people get super quiet and they pause or step to the side and get quiet. It's easier if people are making sound than they're not making sound, because we can hear you. We can use echolocation at times and feel the presence and the change in sound, but typically, it's helpful if you're making sound. So getting really uncomfortable and stiff and silent and not moving, that's not helpful to us. Just so you know, just look it up, okay? But it's been a pleasure. I hope this was entertaining and educational, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Talk to you soon. Take care.